Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about how to get your baby to sleep throughout the night. This is something that a lot of parents struggle with, mainly new parents. I struggled with it because when I was pregnant, my son would always be sleeping throughout the day when I was working, and he would be kicking me everywhere at night, and it was just so frustrating because it would hurt my ribs. When he was a newborn, it was such a struggle trying to get him to sleep. And I know as a newborn, they're supposed to sleep so many hours. Even then, when he was a newborn, he would literally sleep all day, and at night he would only sleep maybe like 30 minutes. If I got lucky, maybe an hour. But most of the time it was literally me like awake all day long, and it was so frustrating. Back at the time when he was a newborn, my husband had just left to the army, and so I won't be alone. I moved in with my parents during that time until I was able to move up with him. And living with my parents, my mom taught me a lot. Thanks again, Mom. My mom helped me a lot to keep him a little bit awake. At first you can't really rush it. The thing is you can't rush it, and you gotta give it time. You just gotta create a routine for your kid. And yeah, she helped me, open up the windows and keep him awake during the day, and try to not, let him fall asleep too many times, entertain him and all that. And that really helped. Eventually, when he was about maybe around like 3 months, I don't really remember, but he eventually got the hang of it, and he didn't sleep for too long at night. He would still nap during the day, but at night he would maybe sleep from like 1 a.m. to like 5 a.m. so maybe like 4 or 5 hours. It wasn't that long, but it was going somewhere. And then eventually, I started getting a little more sleep, and then now he sleeps from like 9 or 10 p.m. maybe sometimes sooner. If he's too tired, he'll go to sleep like around 8 through like 9, almost 10 a.m. So he sleeps quite a bit. And during the day, he used to sleep, when he was like 6 months, 7 months, he would sleep two times a day. One nap around like 12 or 1 p.m. and then another nap around like 6 or 7 p.m. and then he would wake up and go back to sleep. Now he just sleeps once a day, but it's for like 2-3 hours, and it is from like, I put him down at 1 and it's 3, so like from 1 p.m. to like 4 p.m. maybe, if I get lucky, till like 5 p.m. What we mainly did to create the routine was think about a time that you want your kid to fall asleep. And even though he might not fall asleep the first month or so, at least you're getting him or her used to the idea of, okay, during this time I'm gonna go to sleep, and then during this time I'll wake up, or around this time I'll go to sleep, around that time I'll wake up. So yeah, we tried to keep him up during the day as much as possible. We would put shows on, we would sing to him, let him play with little toys and stuff. Even though he was so young, he would still like rattle or play with a toy. And then at night, during the day, we would give him his regular feedings, and I started feeding him like Gerber around like 3-4 months because he wanted to eat everything. I started feeding him that, and then at night I would make sure to give him a nice warm bottle of milk. If you want, add a little bit of cereal in it if they're like 3-4 months. And yeah, I mean, he would stay pretty full. And obviously the older they get, the more they're gonna drink milk. So now he used to drink maybe like 4 ounces before, and now he drinks like 9 ounces, and he's 9 months. And then sometimes, not even that will like really keep him full. Sometimes he'll wake up, like at 5 a.m. at 6 a.m., sometimes 7 a.m. Like today he woke up at 7 asking for a bottle, so I made him one and he knocks right back out and he woke up at 9. But I mean, it's not something that happens all the time. I'd rather deal with that than wake up every like hour, you know, having to do a bottle of milk or like, you know, get breastfeed or whatever. Try to keep them awake as much as possible. Entertain them, open up the windows, go out for a walk, go to the mall, have them get used to being around other people. Not only will that get them tired, but also so I can, you know, expose them to being in different environments and not only at home, because that was another problem with my kid. He was too used to being at home that whenever we would go out, whenever my mom and I would go out to the mall or wherever, he would throw tantrums because he didn't want to be out. He wanted to be cozy up at home. So yeah, just basically that. And at night, try to give him a bottle of milk, warm, nice milk with a little bit of cereal, and that should do the trick. It won't happen right away, obviously, but eventually they'll get the hang of it, and then as they develop and get older, they will be staying awake longer in the day and sleeping longer at night because they'll be getting tired. So yeah, I really hope that this will help all of you guys that are trying to get into a routine. And another advice is that for new parents, do not co-sleep. I did it for a little bit, and then, you know, I ended up putting him in his own crib so he can get used to it, because later on they will not go away. After my husband left to the army, that I started co-sleeping, and he knew when I wasn't there, so I got him used to it. And even though it might hurt you, that cry might hurt you and you might feel bad and you want them next to you, do not, because at least not when you're sleeping at night, because if not, you know, they will get used to that, and it will be such a mission to teach them how to sleep in their own bed and be independent and all that. Yes, I love my son and I love being around him, and whenever I'm not around him I miss him, but you know, eventually they have to learn how to be independent, unfortunately, and they have to grow up, and yeah, well, doing that will delay it. And yeah, I really hope that this video can help somebody out who is struggling to put their kid to sleep at night, to get a routine. You know, eventually it'll just happen on its own smoothly, but you just have to put the effort of setting a time and keeping your kid awake during the day to get him tired enough to sleep throughout the night. I hope this can help you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up, subscribe, share. I'll see you guys in my next video.